Welcome to New Sky TV. Wang Haozhen has another new drama airing. Both he and Yiying and Chengyue were paired with sweet girl actresses, but the differences are striking. The competition in the short drama market has never been fiercer, and at the end of 2025, actor Wang Haozhen's dominance on screen became a focal point. In December, he released 4 works at a rate of 1 new drama every 4 days, Where the Green Mountains Return, Fang Xia, Rose Kissed the Gun, and Hard to Flirt. Even more noteworthy is that his collaborations with 2 actresses in the sweet girl category, Yiying and Chengyue, were released almost simultaneously. These 2 combinations presented drastically different hit results, revealing the subtle logic behind the success of short dramas. Her sweetness doesn't rely on flamboyant emotional outbursts or frequent physical contact, but rather is hidden in pauses in the eye, shifts in tone, and progression of emotion, more like a gentle, subtle rain. This difference is directly reflected in the viewing experience of the 2 couples. Yiying and Wang Haozhen are a typical high-concentration emotional clash pairing, fast-paced and emotionally dense, with memorable scenes in almost every episode, suitable for derivative works and viral spread on short video platforms, while Chengyue and Wang Haozhen are more like a slowly developing emotional arc, with a longer emotional build-up, and the audience's sense of immersion comes from a sense of companionship rather than excitement. One is packed with sweet moments that make people scream. The other has a lingering aftertaste that leaves a lasting impression. Interestingly, this difference isn't simply about who's more popular, but rather about precisely hitting the aesthetic needs of different audiences. Yiying's strength lies in her exceptional character versatility and memorable qualities. Her character is instantly established upon her appearance, easily drawing the audience into the story. Chengyue, on the other hand, excels in her stability and realism, making viewers believe that if such a person existed in reality, love might truly happen this way. The former creates dramatic moments, while the latter sustains the emotions, 2 completely different but equally effective logics for short dramas. Wang Haozhen, caught in the middle, becomes the most crucial link in this comparative experiment. He can both capture Yiying's passion and sharpness, creating chemistry in fast-paced scenes, and complement Chengyue's restraint and gentleness, tightening and gradually building the emotional tension. This versatility as a male lead makes him particularly rare in the short drama market. Audiences aren't unfamiliar with sweet romance dramas, rather, they haven't seen a male actor who can automatically adjust his performance frequency according to the female lead's temperament in a long time. Market feedback shows that both approaches are successful, just in different ways. Hard to Flirt with gained popularity through memorable scenes, while The Rose Kissed the Gun slowly built its reputation through word of mouth. This is precisely why the short drama market is shifting from a single sense of enjoyment to a diverse aesthetic. It's no longer about repeatedly replicating the same kind of sweetness, but rather about creating different emotional tracks based on the actor's characteristics and character settings. When viewers start discussing the obvious differences, it already indicates one thing: short dramas are no longer just about piling up traffic, but about seriously crafting combinations, creating a unique style, and achieving a good match. Wang Haozhen, Yiying, and Chengyue are precisely at this turning point. Perhaps the next time a new drama is released, the discussion won't just be about how sweet it is, but what kind of sweetness it is. And this is a signal that short dramas are truly maturing. It is precisely under such comparison that the differences are magnified infinitely. Yiying represents the most explosive emotional sweetness in the short drama market. She's like a spark ignited, shining brightly from the moment she appears, quickly sparking discussion. Chengyue, on the other hand, is more like a steadily burning flame, not dazzling, but continuously providing warmth, unconsciously enveloping the audience in emotions. The former wins at first glance, while the latter excels in becoming increasingly immersive with each viewing. This isn't about one side dominating the other, but rather about 2 aesthetics being validated simultaneously. The audience for short dramas is no longer homogeneous. Wang Haozhen stands precisely at the center of this crossroads. In Hard to Flirt with, he's the aloof target pursued with fervent passion. In The Rose Kissed the Gun, he becomes a reliable ally, fighting side by side and entrusting each other with life and death. Faced with Yiying's direct emotional advances, his response is restrained yet subtly powerful. Confronted with Chengyue's rationality and sharpness, he quickly suppresses his outward emotions, instead supporting her with his eyes and actions. This kind of suitable male lead, whose personality changes according to the female leads, is becoming the rarest existence in the short drama arena. When viewers begin spontaneously discussing which couple they ship more and which atmosphere they prefer, it already indicates that short dramas are no longer just entertainment, but are being seriously watched and compared. Platforms use data to verify popularity, viewers vote with their emotions on aesthetics, and actors complete the stratification through their works. The so-called Wang Haozhen short drama universe is essentially not a simple accumulation of quantity, but a concentrated presentation of genre, temperament, and performance tension. Perhaps the real turning point isn't about who produced another hit, but rather that this wave of works clearly shows that short dramas have moved beyond the just be sweet phase and are entering a new cycle where sweetness must also be high quality, measured, and selective. Male actors who can simultaneously embody the brilliance of multiple female characters and continuously refine their own position within them are destined to be remembered by the market. Wang Haozhen's recent flurry of releases is more like a silent declaration: the ceiling for short dramas is being redefined. Therefore, Wang Haozhen's success across multiple projects is not accidental, but rather a clear-headed and restrained long-term strategy. In the short drama arena where fast, ruthless, and accurate are the rules of survival, he hasn't blindly pursued the safest formula for a hit, but rather constantly experimented with the chemical reactions evoked by different emotional densities and the different qualities of female characters. This choice, seemingly risky, is actually extremely forward-thinking. It keeps the audience feeling fresh even when repeatedly seeing the same face. From Yiying's sweet and straightforward performance to Chengyue's calm and deep portrayal, the two female leads correspond to two different viewing mindsets. One is the desire for quick healing after get-off work, and the other is the yearning for an emotional impact late at night. Wang Haozhen skillfully switches freely between these two needs, neither confined by the sweet romance label nor overwhelmed by the realistic themes. His performance isn't about stealing the spotlight, but rather about creating space for his co-stars, allowing different types of female leads to be compelling and shine. This explains why viewers repeatedly mention compatibility in the comments section. Not just anyone standing together can be a couple, it's the interplay of character logic, temperament frequency, and performance rhythm that creates a true emotional loop. As viewers begin to realize this precise matching, the viewing standards for short dramas have quietly upgraded. From a market perspective, this combination strategy is also subtly expanding the boundaries of short dramas. It tells the industry, sweetness doesn't have to be one-dimensional, and enjoyment can be layered. Viewership isn't the only answer, and aesthetics and completion can also bring rewards. When more and more viewers are willing to linger, discuss, and rewatch good-looking and well-made short dramas truly have the potential for upward growth. Perhaps looking back at this stage in the future, people will find that it wasn't a single actor's sudden rise to fame, but rather a group of works collectively driving the transformation of the short drama ecosystem. In this transformation, Wang Haozhen's approach of judging by taste, not sales precisely hit the nail on the head, letting the work speak for itself, letting the characters stand firm, and allowing short dramas to be reinterpreted. The collaboration between Wang Haozhen and Yiying and Chengyue clearly demonstrates two effective success models in the short drama field. One relies on the high degree of fit between the actor and the role, as well as the pleasing appearance, to quickly close the distance with the audience. The other relies on a solid script and the actors' layered performances to build a more textured and convincing story world. When the market simultaneously pays for both models, it indicates that the audience's aesthetics are becoming more diverse and mature. This sweet girl showdown ultimately points to a core controversy. In the fiercely competitive red ocean of short dramas, what determines the fate of a work? Is it the instant, indescribable chemistry between the leads, or the subtle, enduring, and repeatedly savourable acting skills? Or, in the short drama field that pursues fast pace and high excitement, how thick a barrier of entertainment can the resonance brought by deep performance penetrate to reach the deepest part of the audience's heart? This is perhaps not only a question that Yiying and Chengyue need to face, but also a profound question that the entire industry cannot avoid when considering the direction of the next hit. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.